I am 81 years old, and I need to tell you something that took me 60 years to understand. You are probably chasing the wrong things right now. And the worst part is you already know it. That quiet voice in the back of your mind that whispers something is off. That voice is right, but you are ignoring it. I ignored mine for 6 decades. I spent 60 years of my life chasing success, chasing approval, chasing the next thing that would finally make me feel like I was enough. I built businesses, earned respect, accumulated everything society told me mattered, and at 60 years old, standing at what should have been the peak of my life, I had a complete breakdown. Not a heart attack, something worse. My soul just gave up. What I discovered in the 21 years since then did not just change my life. It gave me peace for the first time ever. Real peace. The kind I did not even know existed. But before I share that with you, you need to understand why I am making this video. I am not here to lecture you. I am here because I am running out of time, and I refuse to take this truth to my grave. Let me tell you about the lies I believed for 60 years. I was taught that peace was something you earn, that you get it after you have done enough, achieved enough, become enough. That is the biggest lie I ever believed. Society handed me a script before I was old enough to question it. Work hard, get the promotion, buy the bigger house, earn respect, prove the doubters wrong, stay busy because busy people are important people. And I followed that script perfectly. I chased the corner office and I got it. I chased the fancy car and I got it. I chased the respect of people whose names I cannot even remember now, and I got that too. But here is what nobody tells you about achievement. It feels amazing for about 48 hours. Then the feeling fades. You wake up on day 3 and you are back to baseline, empty again, hungry again, needing the next thing. So you chase again, and again, and again. It never stops. I remember the night they threw me a retirement celebration, 50 people in a banquet hall, speeches about my accomplishments, applause, handshakes, and I stood there in the middle of all of it feeling absolutely nothing. My wife was smiling, but I knew that smile. She had given up on really knowing me years ago. My children were there, but they felt like strangers because I had missed so much. Their first steps, their school plays, their broken hearts. I traded all of it for deals and deadlines and meetings that I cannot even recall anymore. I sacrificed my health working 80-hour weeks. I sacrificed friendships because I was always too busy. I sacrificed presence because I was always planning the next move. And standing in that banquet hall surrounded by applause, I realized I had spent my whole life climbing, and I had never once asked myself why. 3 months after that retirement party, everything collapsed. I was 60 years old, business sold, money in the bank, every box checked. And I woke up one morning and could not move, not physically. My body worked fine. I just could not see the point. I lay there staring at the ceiling and I started crying. Not gentle tears, deep heaving sobs that came from somewhere I did not even know existed inside me. And I could not tell you why. I had everything. The house was paid off. The accounts were full. I had won by every measure society uses to keep score. But lying in that bed, I felt more lost than I had ever felt in my life. This went on for weeks. I would wake up and feel this crushing weight on my chest. Not pain, just emptiness so heavy it felt like drowning. I was ashamed. I was confused. I had spent 60 years being strong and capable and in control, and now I could barely get dressed. One night I sat alone in my study, and a question came into my mind that I could not escape. If I disappeared tomorrow, what would actually remain? The money would go to lawyers and taxes. The business already had someone else running it. The house was just walls and furniture. What had I actually built that was mine? And the answer destroyed me. Nothing. I had built nothing that was truly mine. No deep connections, no presence in my own life, no peace, just a collection of achievements that meant nothing without someone real to share them with. That was my rock bottom. Not bankruptcy, not illness, just the devastating realization that I had traded my entire life for things that could not love me back. I tried everything to fix myself. I went to therapy, and it helped me understand my patterns, but it did not give me peace. I traveled to places I had always dreamed of seeing, but I brought my emptiness with me to every destination. I tried religion, but it felt forced, like another box to check, another thing to achieve. Nothing worked because I was still doing what I had always done. I was still chasing, just chasing different things now. Chasing healing, chasing enlightenment, chasing peace as if it were another trophy to put on the shelf. The shift happened when I stopped completely. Not when I found the answer, but when I gave up looking for one. I was sitting on my back porch one morning, nothing special about that day, and I just stopped planning, stopped analyzing, stopped trying to figure out what was wrong with me. And in that stillness, something opened up. Peace is not something you find at the end of a journey. It is what is already there when you finally stop moving. I had spent 60 years trying to become someone worth loving. Then I realized I was already someone. I just never stopped long enough to meet myself. I was never broken. I was just exhausted. Exhausted from performing. Exhausted from proving. Exhausted from the endless pursuit of enough. The things that actually matter cannot be chased. Love, presence, connection, meaning. These things do not come to people who run after them. They come to people who are still. I used to think acceptance meant giving up. Now I know it means growing up. It means saying, this is my life, and these are my circumstances, and I can find peace here, not somewhere else, not after the next achievement, here and now. These days my life is simple. I wake up slowly. I drink my coffee and actually taste it. I sit with my grandchildren and I am truly there. Not thinking about what is next, not planning, just present. Peace does not feel like bliss or excitement. It feels like quiet, like contentment, like finally coming home after 60 years of wandering. Let me tell you what I see when I look at the world today. I watch my grandchildren and their friends, stressed, anxious, exhausted, chasing followers and promotions and validation from people they will never meet. They are doing at 30 exactly what I did at 30. And if nothing changes, they will arrive at 60 in the same place I did, empty, wondering where their life went. The traps are different now, but they are the same traps. In my day, it was the corner office and the country club membership. Now, it is the side hustle and the social media presence, and the constant comparison to strangers on the internet. Everyone performing, everyone pretending, everyone postponing their actual life until some future moment that never arrives. And the cost is the same cost I paid. Relationships neglected because you are too busy. Health destroyed because rest feels like weakness. Decades lost to chasing things that will never fill the hole inside you. I see young people burning out at 25. I see them medicated and anxious and desperately searching for something they cannot name. And I want to shake them and tell them the thing they are searching for is not at the end of the chase. It is what remains when they stop chasing. So I am asking you directly, what are you chasing right now, and who told you to chase it? Is it your definition of success, or did someone hand it to you before you were old enough to question it? You are not lazy for wanting peace. You are not weak for questioning the hustle. You are not broken for feeling like something is off. You are awake, and that is the first step toward everything. If I could go back and talk to my younger self, here is what I would say. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the right time. Stop waiting until you feel like you are enough. That day does not come the way you think it will. You do not need to quit your job or sell everything or move to a mountain somewhere. The shift is simpler than that. Just ask yourself each day, am I chasing or am I living? That one question changed everything for me. Start noticing the moments you are present and the moments you are performing. Start questioning whose goals you are actually pursuing. Start giving yourself permission to rest without earning it first. I found peace at 60 after wasting 6 decades running in the wrong direction. You could find it today. You could find it this week. That is not a small thing. That is everything. That is 20 or 30 or 40 years of your life that you do not have to spend the way I spent mine. You do not have to earn peace. You just have to stop running from it. If this message reached you, I am asking you to share it. Someone you love is running themselves into the ground right now. Maybe this will help them stop. Leave a comment and tell me what you are going to do differently, and subscribe, because I am 81 years old and I am not wasting whatever time I have left. I have more truth to share and the clock is ticking for all of us. The question is, what are you going to do with your time starting today?